Good evening, everyone. Sage Anandam. I am Dr. Gaurav Sahu, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIRT Bhopal. So today we are here on the problem of projection of plane inclined to both the plane. So this is the subject engineering graphics, and it is for all branches of first year. So let us start with the question. Dear student, you can see that a question is like that: a hexagonal plane of side 30 mm has a corner on a ground. Okay, and its surface is inclined uh, at 45 degree to HP, is that horizontal plane, and the top view of the diagonal through the particular corner, okay, which is on the ground, makes an angle of 60 degrees. So what the question is saying here, that you are having a hexagonal plane, a hexagonal lamina, and that hexagonal lamina is actually by corner, it is on HP. So imagine a hexagonal lamina and its corner is in HP, and through that corner the diagonal is passing to the another corner, okay, and that corner diagonal is making 60-degree angle, and the surface of that hexagonal plane is 45 degree to HP. So what is the imagination is like that. If you consider a hexagonal lamina like this, okay, so this corner is actually, dear student, is in HP. You can see that this, the corner is here, okay. So the corner is in HP and the surface is inclined to 45 degree. You can see here, surface is inclined to 45 degree. So what is happening? Uh, a surface is 45 degree to HP like that, and after that, by placing the front and the top view and all the views, we have to select the diagonal which is actually passing through the corner, and then we have to tilt that diagonal in the requisite manner. As we have discussed in general lectures, that whensoever any plane is making two angles, is that one from HP and one from VP, and kindly note that if surface is making the angles, then two angles means that there will be six diagrams. If one angle is there only of surface, then it means that there will be only four diagrams. So here, dear student, in this question, you are saying that the surface is inclined to 45 degree by resting on a corner, okay? And the top view of the diagonal through that corner is also making an angle of 60 degree with VP. So if diagonals are making something which is actually present on the surface, and if they are making the angles, then by default the surface is making the angle. So in this case, there is the chance, possibility, 100% possibility that here the surface is inclined to both HP and VP, and their six diagram will be plotted. So on the screen you are seeing the final solution, because this time I have avoided the animations because this is very long and lengthy question. So it is very necessary to know what step will be coming in future and for what we are doing these acts. So when I am placing the corner on horizontal plane, so dear student, what is happening is that the initiation is like this. So when I'm placing the corner on HP, it is first condition, and if diagonal is making angle of VP, it is second condition. So remove the last angle, remove the first angle. So what you are seeing is that you are seeing a hexagon, this shape hexagon, okay. So here in the first diagram, is that in first diagram what you are seeing is in the top view a hexagon which is resting by corner on both the sides. So the first diagram will be like this: ABCD. A point is that corner which is resting on HP. So after laying down the plane, as I have already discussed in the regular classes, there's the plane is making an angle, you have to remove the last angle, you have to remove the first angle, you have to take the impression on the HP, and then you have to turn around. So in this case, you are seeing this kind of design. So this kind of design is similar to this design. Okay, so this will be our first diagram. So generally 90% questions start with the first diagram. So the first diagram is plotted over here. So A, B, C, D we have marked. Okay. Now what we are seeing is that A, F, and D are from the front side. So they are placed over here, and B and C are placed over here. So in front view, if you are laying down these kind of structures, so in front view, what you're getting, dear student, it is a line. Okay, so you are getting the line. I have made the prop from the paper which is lying down on my table. In examination also, I recommend all the students then whensoever they are doing the questions of plane or solid, take the props like question paper is there, your sheet is there. For the solids, there are different types of structure like rubber is there. So you can use those props in examination to get the proper imagination so that you can easily taking up with the questions without facing the problem. So this is the two views. Now the third diagram, as we know that the third diagram is the copy of second diagram. We have to restore the uh, first angle. So the first angle is 45 degree. Always remember the third diagram is the copy of second diagram. We have to restore the first angle. So first angle is a 45 degree. Generally 90% time the first angle relates to HP. So the first angle is 45 degree. So we have restored the angle over here. And what now we will be doing, we're taking up out the projectors downward from each and every point, and from the right side we are taking up the projectors from the left to right side. And at the intersection of this column, we will getting B1 because the vertical projector of B dash and the horizontal projector of D is meeting over there. We are getting B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, and A dash. After joining all these features, dear students, will getting a hexagon, which will be having which will be a hexagon but having lower width, less width as compared to first diagram. So we are starting from here, then the second diagram, then the third diagram, and then the fourth diagram. So after making fourth diagram, what we say that the fifth diagram is the copy of fourth diagram, just we have to restore the second angle with given condition. So the given condition is that the diagonal which is from the corner, which is an HP, the corner is A, the diagonal is this, okay, which is making an angle of 60 degrees. So without thinking much, we have to consider that its fifth diagram, this portion is that this diagonal from the corner of resting edge will be at 60 degrees. So we will draw a locus, a line at 60 degree. And after drawing at 60 degree line, at the appropriate place, we will measure A1, D1 and point out A and D1 here. So what we are taking is that by the help of divider, we are placing one leg on A1, another leg on D1, and remove that divider and place on this angular line. So we have plotted A1 and D1. You are seeing these projectors from A1, this projector, from C1, this projector, and D1, this projector. Similar, all the projectors should be planted over here at the same distance. Like if you are using A1 as a difference, so A2 this point distance here, A2 this point distance over here, and A2D distance over here. And then you have to draw the verticals. Why I'm saying that? Because the fifth diagram is the copy of fourth diagram. You have to restore the second angle with given condition without thinking anything. And the fifth diagram is made through mapping. Mapping means you don't have to use the scales or any length. You just have to use the divider and you have to mark down the point. Like A1, B1 are already marked. And we see that from this point to B1, you will take a distance and plant E1, and from this point to F1 you will take a distance and plant on this. From this point to C1 you will plant a distance. From this point to E1 you measure the distance and you will plant over there. So you are getting each and every point A1, B1, C1, D1 and E1 and F1, and after that we will be joining all those points. From all the down points you will get the verticals up. From the third diagram you will get the horizontal next towards right. Sixth diagram is the combination of third and fifth diagram. Fourth diagram is the combination of third and first diagram. So now we are on the sixth diagram is the combination of third and the fifth diagram. What you will see, from C1 you get a projector, vertical. From C dash, you will get a horizontal projection, you get a new point C1 dash. Similarly, D1 dash, E1 dash, F1 dash, and here I haven't marked, but from A1, sorry, A1 vertical and A dash horizontal, you will getting A1 dash over here, and from B1 top and from the B dash, you will getting B1 dash over here. After joining A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to F, you will getting all the loop over here, and this will be the sixth diagram in this series. So this is all about the question of surface inclined to both the plane. Just remember, 90% of question is solved when you have planted the first diagram. If you can imagine the diagram, you can work over here. So what is the procedure is that first imagine the diagram, that take a paper from all your from your vicinity, prepare a relevant shape of that plane you are tackling with, and then start placing those paper on your table and all. And 90% time the first angle is of HP and second angle is of VP, but sometimes it can be interchanged also. And place the first angle, place the second angle. Now what you do, you remove the second angle, you remove the first angle. If you see the total complete base, you start from the question from that point. So you are seeing the complete base after removing the angles from the imagination in the top view. So we'll start the question from here, the first diagram, the second diagram, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. In midway, I already told you about what is the combination of diagrams. So uh, take the reference of this diagram in another diagram also. So this is all about the plane in the both the planes. So thank you very much.